Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. I can't believe it, people. I'm one subscriber away from having 480 subscribers to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. Getting close to 500, people. Halfway to my mark of getting 1,000 people so I can live stream. Cheers, everybody. So thank you for all your help in getting me there. Uh, I really appreciate it. I always say it almost every video these days. Appreciate your subscribing. Hope you can dig the channel. Hope you can hang out and find something you like. There's a lot of different stuff here. So I checked out my views. This channel, man. You know, I got like over 2,400 videos on this channel, but I only have 89,000 views on the whole channel. Like, man, some YouTubers drop content, and granted, they do a lot different stuff than I do. They're not just a little vlog and music channel, you know, these people. But yeah, some people drop videos and they get 100,000 views in an hour, you know, or more than that. Less, you know, whatever. But it don't matter to me, really. I'm just I was just poking around my analytics today. So I appreciate you all watching. That's all I'm trying to say. I really appreciate you all watching. I traded in my I have another jacket similar to this one. I like the pattern on it a little better, and it's a little darker colored. But this is a similar jacket. I totally wore the elbow out on my right sleeve because often when I go down I have a very steep staircase. I have to go down and up a couple times a day at least, and 14 steps. And so I often have to lean into the wall when I'm walking down, you know, just because the way I walk with a cane and shit, right? So I traded in my jacket. I looked in my closet full of blazers and sports shirts and ties and all that crap that I like to wear, and I usually just go when I go to, if I well when it was possible and when I had money, I would go to thrift stores and just buy all the blazers that kind of fit me, you know. And so I have a closet full, really, but I tend to wear the same two or three for the majority of the year. Anyhow, my old one was maybe it was called a houndstooth or something. I don't know. It was worn out, so I traded it in for a new model. But yeah, so this weekend we had it was Joe Hall's birthday. Y'all heard me mention uh, something about Joe Hall last week. I was kind of in my feels about it. You know, Joe was a very touchy subject with me because he was a dear friend, and I get emotional about him pretty easy. He died. He died 2 years ago. Uh, just about, yeah, just a little over 2 years ago. And anyway, it was his birth. Like, so it would have been his birthday on Saturday. So Saturday afternoon on Trent Radio, they opened up the programming for people to like send in phone messages of stories about like that they have about Joe Hall. Um, Mine was in my. I had to send 3 phone messages, and they had to edit them all together. It was kind of funny. They left out some stuff, and it was a nice edit though. And they got to keep in a certain time frame and shit, right? And I sang a song. There's an old video I have on this channel from, it says 2 years ago, but I'm sure it's three, at least, of me doing a cover of Joe Hall's song, Just a Whiskey Talkin', which was a song that I learned dumbed down. I dumbed it down so I could play it, because Joe was a very technical guitar player, and I'm not. I'm a fucking caveman when it comes to playing guitar. But I brought it to the Silver Hearts, and it became kind of a hit with the Silver Hearts amongst our fans. So he was pretty enamored by the fact that we did that for him. And, you know, the rest is history. Long thing. But I actually found the book that I learned it from. I'm very lucky to have this book. It's not meant for me. It's meant for someone named Mick Hardy. So I don't know if anyone named Mick Hardy from Peterborough watches this video. I got your Joe Hall book, man. But it says to Mick Hardy, har har, Joe Hall. But it's called Hanswurst. Now Joe's first name is Hans Hanswurst. His real name is Hans H.G. I don't know what the G stands for, but Hans Boinke is his name. Hans I can't even spell Boinke, but that was his name when he immigrated here from Germany as a child, and he got the name Hall from his stepfather, and his name was so hard to pronounce at school, he just told everyone to call him Joe. So that's how we got the name Joe Hall. And yeah, this is just a collection of songs. Some of them are really old. It's not a complete songbook by any means, but it does have a lot of my favorite songs. It has pretty much all my favorite songs in it. But let me see if I can read this note from Tony Corrington, his lead guitar player. If you're still with me here, if it still matters. But a note from the transcriber. As I have been playing lead guitar for Joe Hall for more than 15 years and have played some of these songs with him literally hundreds of times and helped to write the odd one, you'd think that I'd have a fair idea how the tunes go, but I don't. As anyone who has actually heard Joe Hall can attest, the melody of a given song often consists of a wild and variable assortment of whispers, bellows, yells, rumbles, recitations, ghost notes, whoops, glissandos, and the like. Songs veer quickly from the tender to the raucous. His expressive mannerisms mainly resist notation. Sometimes his voice resists pitch. The chord's harmony are a constant, setting the parameters of the performance. But within these parameters, he will use techniques that shouldn't work but do, like singing a blue or flat seventh in a major seventh chord. In the main, speech rhythm prevails over musical rhythm. The chords played in time, but the voice ranging freely over the bars. He rarely holds a note very long, perhaps thinking this is too ostentatious or singerly, so probably all the notes in this book are notated somewhat too lengthy. I have known the so-called melody of a tune to shift up, down from a third, fifth from night to night, from a third to a fifth from night to night, depending on how Joe felt and what he took to feel that way. So the tunes, as written here, are no more than a blueprint or set of guidelines to the song, an approximation only. If you want to sing these songs right, go crazy. It worked for him. So that's the note I took from Tony. I took that as a green light to cover just the whiskey talking. And oh, there's some. Yeah, this is it here. This is the whiskey talking. This is what I learned it from. I dumbed this down so much. I dumbed down 3 chords. This beautiful, beautiful country song he wrote about lusty women and drinking. Yeah, there's some gems in here. All the Mutant Starlings, Some Other Planet, Vampire Beavers, Mentally Challenged in the Kingdom of the Brain Dead. It's great. But anyhow, yeah, Joe Hall Songbook. I'm very lucky to own this, or have this in my possession for the time being. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with Joe these days because of this weekend. It was a beautiful little celebration of life. A lot of people called in, musicians who played with him all across Canada. Called in, longtime fans, friends, associates, and a few people submitted songs, like I did, to be played on air. Mine was just, you can see the video here, mine was just that. And a couple people like Jace Winterton from the Silver Hearts, he and his little band did a wonderful version of a really old Joe Hall song called Sleepy John. But the most charming part was hearing his children sing his songs. His daughter Marie and his son Morgan took up most of the reins in the singing Joe Hall songs on that day, and it was really a thing of beauty. So yeah, I was all in my feels about it last week, and now I'm feeling like he's smiling down on us, I all implore you to go check out Joe Hall in the Continental Drift, or just Joe Hall in the Continental Drift, Joe Hall and the Screaming Vegetables. There's a video of myself, Joe, and Trevor from the Silver Hearts performing out there. It's a song called The New Frontier. And yeah, I'm very proud of that. Very proud of that moment, getting to play with Joe. Yeah. And I'm glad it got recorded, because it's a good memory. But anyhow, folks, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Sorry about my long rant about Joe Hall, but he's been on my mind. Yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm chugging along with my second channel, Lo-Fi Harmonica with Dirty Pat Walsh. Just made a new video today. It's about a week and a half old. I got 12 subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing if you came from here. And I think all of you did. But yeah, put the word out if you know anybody who's into watching a focused lo-fi harmonica YouTube channel. All right. Be well, everybody. Stay free and have an awesome day. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.